So I have a CDI box here from a Honda 5518, and same issue that probably many folks have with it, with regards to occasionally get a start or not getting it to start. And what I would do for a while is I would take a object and knock it on the side. I had seen someone else on YouTube hack apart this box. Uh, he may have done a little bit nicer job than I have, but I did go through and kind of repoint all the solder connections. What I will say is that, and you can see like where the printed circuit board uh, definitely started to kind of lift, at least the coating that they put over the connection started to lift here inside the back cover. So one thing that I used to try to remediate or to mitigate the damage that possibly could happen from opening this box up was using a heat gun on low. After I had cut the case with a pretty fine tooth, I know you probably can't really zoom in on that fine tooth hacksaw, and then I used a chisel to kind of slice it open as gently as possible. And the way I did that was, and you can see, kind of once I had it cut in it, I used a like a twisting motion to kind of pop it off. I have a Heiko soldering unit, and this unit, it's a good unit. I use this for a lot of things, but and then I had a very fine point tip on that soldering tip. So went through, repointed all of those, took it outside, popped it into the unit, and it starts. I mean, yeah, it sounds like it's a little rich, running a little rich because I get a little bit of a backfire, but that's probably more carburetor related than this box. I'm just gonna double check my my points here and make sure that nothing is out of sorts, and then I'll use the black JB Weld and put the cover back on it, and hopefully that saved me a couple bucks, because I think the CDI box online was $250 or $280. So you can buy all these tools and use these tools again sometime in your lifetime, even if this doesn't go back together. So the risk is worth the reward, because then you'll have all these tools at some other point in life. I think I paid maybe 20 or 30 bucks for that heat gun from Horrible Freight. It served its purpose. I use it for heat shrinking heat shrink around wires, and have some of those connectors that have the solder and the heat shrink already in them. Those are pretty neat. The soldering iron, I use that for all sorts of stuff, electronics and whatnot. The chisels, obviously this was a very inexpensive set from Harbor Freight that had $10 and definitely worth it in my opinion. If I would take better care of them, certainly probably would serve its purpose. And roll of solder and some flux, and I have some solder wick as well, straight out of Japan or China, and that helped to remediate the starting issue as well. So hopefully I won't have to knock on the box anymore with an item. So have a good day. Bye.